Hmm. Guess stream chat bot. Hi, Paul. That's strange. Streamlabs chatbot changed its like font. It's weird now. Don't like it.
Well, blame the chatbot.
Oh wait. I think I fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. I can make it orange and black? Fuck. Yo, that's the hotness. That's what it's gonna be. Halloween nut. How are we two? I'm okay. Shin's reading. I don't. Paul's yelling at. I don't know what Paul's doing. He's yelling. Did I tell you that I found an $8 two-way switch on Amazon and took a chance on it, so that I with a push of a button. You know, remember how I said I wanted a 2-to-1, so that I can like if I wanted to like play my console games on my TV, I didn't have to like unplug shit. I found a switch, like a thing on Amazon. I was like, oh, it's exactly what I wanted. It's $8. I was like, all right, worst case scenario, it's shit, and I just return it. Best case scenario, it works. Best case scenario was it worked. It works great. So yeah. Feeny wants me to play Breath of the Wild. She wants you know, Hyrule, Jackass Hyrule edition. I mean, let's be fair. Like the first goblins I came across, I kind of blew myself up.
Yeah. I mean, the first time you get access to bombs.
Well, I didn't have bombs, but I
find goblins without bombs.
I still.
I don't think moblins are around.
Kobolds maybe. Kobolds. The first
I don't
enemies.
think there was anything really outside.
Yeah, the first thing you come across. They were like in a cool skull-shaped thing. Anyway, I didn't have bombs, but I still blew myself up. With the power of a fire arrow and a keg and what I assuming was a red gunpowder keg. Apparently, I didn't know there was like that extreme of physics, and the keg started rolling at me on fire. You know that thing where it was the worst, worst thing possible. I was like, I'm gonna blow them all up, and all of a sudden, like the barrel tipped over and started rolling at me. I was like, that's not that can't. I went flying. It was fun times, good times in Zelda Town. I think more people will come once we have Punch and Pie. But I'm gonna go ahead and start the show because I got nothing else to do, so let's do that. You say something real quick? I just want to see how you are in OBS.
I'm extremely quiet.
Are you?
I don't know.
No, you're.
I'm just making an assumption here.
Yeah, you're not. You're good. I have you turned down a little bit in OBS, but everybody seems to be. They'll let me know. They'll just yell at me. All right, mute, unmute. Click a button here. For the 99th time. All posting Vin Diesel pictures? I don't know what's going on. Today's August. Oh, just try that again. 99 times. Still can't get this fucking right. Today is October 12th, 2018. This is episode 99 of Maelstrom Radio.
Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Flatus and Shinder.
And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Flatus, and with me as always, this host has put up with me the 99 episodes, and a bitch ain't one, it's Shin. Oh yeah, they can't hear you. That's fine. Yeah, oh, the filler arc? Shit. Something filler arc. He said something. Well, we did it. We had filler arc last year. We had like 3 months of filler arc.
6-month filler arc.
It's true. There was some character development there, but it wasn't great. Great.
Not canon.
No, it wasn't. We introduced some new characters. It didn't take off. It didn't take off. Although there were some heartfelt episodes in that time frame.
Something was felt.
Mm-hmm. Oof. When did we become an anime?
I want to say it was in the first 10 episodes.
This is sad.
I don't know. When did the Aqua Gleam, Aqua Gleam Hunter Force?
Fuck me. I want to say that might have been episode fucking like 1 or 2. It happened really early, a lot earlier than I thought. A lot earlier than I thought. A lot earlier. So early. We're old. What happened? What happened?
Ooh, it was episode 5.
It is at episode 5?
Episode 5 is when we became an anime.
Oh my god. How quickly we flew close to the sun so early. Careful, Icarus. Nobody was there to warn us and be like, you guys should not fly that close to the sun so quickly in the first 10 episodes. Normally you throw out the first 10 episodes. I think those are our golden years. There was some hope
First
there.
10 episodes were definitely not golden.
There was some hope though. There was some hope.
There might have been hope and optimism.
Mm-hmm. Oh, at least there was optimism. There was a carry. We had a carry for like 3 episodes. Carry.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we had a third host. Something some people don't realize. We had 3 people here. We could talk more about that later. Let's talk about other stuff. There's not a lot of news. All Saints Wake starts this week on the 18th, and you can get yourself some ghosty minions and some new housing items and some paw prints for your walls. And it's looking at me like it's yin and yang.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit closer.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Also, Feast Season 10 has started, so if you're into PvP like me, you'll have no one to play with. So, but no,
Very
Feast.
good.
Feast. It's happening. I'm telling you, all I need is to put the team together. If I get a team that I can communicate with, game on. It's going on. No glamour.
You've already passed your chance to go to FanFest for this.
For
The championships they've already passed.
yeah, I couldn't do it. That wasn't enough time. I didn't have a team. Didn't know team. Should have had a team. Paul's mad that there's no glamour for this Halloween. Paul, I'm tired of, like, no, get me wrong. I get it. Glamour's the true end game. I don't have space. Fuck that shit.
There's lots of glamours already for Halloween.
There's so many. We got a whole wolf outfit last year. Bitch just messaged me. I don't know what that means.
I think he wants to PvP with you.
Oh. There's community news. It's just not written down, but we have community news. If you didn't realize, this is episode 9. Next week will be episode 100. More on that later. It's two episodes away.
Isn't it in 2 weeks?
Is it? No, it's next week. Literally next week.
Aren't you taking a week break
No.
so you could prepare?
No, I literally took that day off so I could finish everything. And
Oh.
yeah, we have a guest writer for that episode as well. I hired a Crucible staff member. Listen, it's go big or go home on that one. We could just go home.
I'm gonna go home.
We're just gonna go home.
I'm already here.
It's true. So am I. I guess we just click a button. This whole thing goes away. Also, community news. November 16th. That's a Friday, and if you're in FanFest, bet your ass you should probably be at the LBR community after party. Why? Because we'll be there. And why do you want to see us? Because I don't honestly I don't know. But you should come see Dylan. Dylan's cool. But no, honestly, no, for real, go to that after party because one, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, if you do not partake in the alcohols and you still want to go to the VIP section, send us a message on Twitter or at our email at show@maelstromradio.com. We have an email to give you to contact Kookie over at LBR. She has discounted VIP tickets for people that are not drinking. So that just gives you access to the VIP section. So that way you have access. I believe that cost is $35. It's $60 with alcohol, $35 without. So if you want to still come and hang out in the VIP section and you don't want to drink, $35 just to get up there, it's not that bad. And honestly, you get to hang out with a lot of cool people besides us, the Crucible, Fusion X from Aetherite Radio, and Gamerscape. Why? I know you shook your head, but you're like, the Crucible's not cool.
I mean, when you're trying to sell people $35 to meet us in the Crucible, it's not a really good selling feature.
If you're
drinking, you're strong people.
No, get the $60 package and drink it, then come meet us. We're the coolest fucking people there. No, you can also meet Mr. Happy and Sly from, over there, at, State of the Realm.
I'm really just looking forward to meeting Avi and Pete.
Yeah, you can meet the folks over at She Heals I Tank, who do a far superior show. Although they don't say they do. I think they do. They do better than us. But they've been doing it longer, though.
Low bar.
Listen, low bar, high energy. Low bar, low energy?
Sometimes.
Low bar, low energy? How low is the bar?
Not quite the Crucible low, but...
So, if this was Limbo, how fucked would we be to try to get under the bar?
How flexible are your ankles?
I'm getting there with the yoga.
Maybe doable then.
Yeah. It's everywhere else that's a problem.
Don't fall.
I won't. It's gonna Sly's handsome in chat. Maelstrom Radio are cool AF. Well, good show, guys.
We are not part of Aetherflow Media.
We are not. Yeah, we're not. They wouldn't have us.
They're much cooler.
Yeah. Oh, what's other community news? I feel like community news, there's more shit. Let's see. Oh, I'll be at FanFest. I mean,
you're gonna be there anyway.
Well,
you can just actually go into the room.
Yeah. But I'll be there as press. So, I'll be in a special area with Mr. Happy. So I'm gonna sit next to Mr. Happy and be like, "Hey, hey, you said about this new expansion." No, can't talk.
And that's how you got kicked out of the press group.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I said I'd ask the best. I said, listen, my whole time, I'm thinking I'm not going to fuck this up, and I will fuck it up. I will ask the worst possible question. I will. I know I will, because I'll probably ask something about. Well, legitimately, I want to ask something about FCs. I'm like, when are we going to get better FC tools? Because the ones we have suck. I won't get an answer. You know, I won't get an answer. I want an answer. Susan Sprinkle, thank you for the 5 bits. She's cheered 93 bits. What an odd number. She's getting there. She's almost at 100. And Paul put an emoji of a bear trap. I don't. What? Bit. Mini golf. Oh yeah, there's gonna. I don't know if I'll have time for a mini golf tournament. We also want to do friend misgiving and stuff.
We have a lot of stuff to do in the 5 days, and 2 of those days are going to be packed with FanFest.
I don't know. Yeah, well, it depends how much cool shit is at FanFest. Like, honestly, if I feel like there's not enough, like, for me to complete my time at FanFest.
We spent like a good day and a half last time.
We did. But we also, I think the first day we did a lot of news and I think waiting in lines and shit. I think this year that won't be the case.
We might still have that too. We just don't have merch line.
Mm-hmm. You're right. I think, but the like mini games and shit, I don't feel like the lines were super long. I don't feel like they were that bad. I think
no, it was more like the trial and
the trial.
Hildebrand to do.
Hildebrand didn't take that long. I think once we figured out what the fuck we were looking for.
Once we figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what they have this time.
It'll be fun. Community news. Oh wait, fuck! The biggest piece of community news. I forgot. Fucking, there's a goddamn bring Chili to Vegas. There's a GoFundMe link. We'll put it on our website. But Chili's not asking for your money. We're asking for your money for Chili because Chili is the kindest, nicest, most positive and supportive person in this community. He has put forth Maelstrom Radio on all of his podcasts. Anything he guest hosts, I almost think that he was like an unsung hero of our show and somehow was a host, as much as he's done for us. So there is a GoFundMe. Tomorrow there will be a massive crossover streaming event. He just needs $100 more to get the flight ticket over. He's got a place to crash. Chili is one of the best people that you could possibly want at a fan fest. He is absolutely amazing, and you could get to meet him, and you should meet him, and you should say hi to him because he is exactly the pinnacle point. And when I think of the Final Fantasy XIV community, the first person that comes to my mind is Chili, and he embodies everything that this community is about. Good vibes, acceptance, and sharing good laughs and good times. And I threw $25 at him. Plenty of people I know have donated to him, and he's keeping an eye on flights. And so far, $400 flight ticket I think is pretty cheap, so we can get him out there. But did I tell you what we want to do when we get him out there? Though we got to get him to wear an American flag shorts. American flag shorts. Wait, it gets better. American flag shorts. Make America Great Again hat. Take him to Wendy's, get a Baconator. Get him a prostitute, and then take him to a gun range so he can shoot a gun. We got to give him the American experience. He can't come to America. Actually, I don't think you've done any of that shit. So honestly, we probably get you a pair of shorts too.
And I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah. Nope.
Don't make me go back home.
See you in Vegas, Haas.
Susan is right though. The whole Baconator thing.
He needs a Baconator. He does need
and proper mac and cheese. Try to kill people.
Lindsay, I've gotten word Lindsay is actually gonna make proper mac and cheese, like legit fucking mac and cheese at the house. Also, Avi's gonna make fucking cupcakes.
Avi's gonna make a bunch of stuff.
I know. I can't wait. It's gonna.
We're gonna gain like 20 pounds.
It's gonna fucking suck so much. It's gonna suck so much. I'm gonna like buy new clothes that fit when I get there, and then not fit by the time I leave.
We're gonna have to like walk back and forth to the hotel instead of
Right.
taking a lift or something.
I can do that. This will be fine. All right. Well, you know, I think that's pretty much it for all of our normal entry things. We should probably do the thing we came here to do.
And we're done.
And
Good
that's
night.
it. Now, the first thing I want to show is our background looks fine, right? It looks just like we have a normal background, except there's like a weird lippy thing. I actually cut out a picture from our very first episode of Shin and I.
It doesn't really like line up very well.
It's
stretched.
It's slightly stretched, but boy, two things. One, I was fatter. Two, you got a better haircut.
I was younger.
Mm-hmm. So was I. I was fatter and let's see. No, I was still single then, so I was just fatter. That's it. Are you ready for this? Let me. And that
Everyone
is
who's listening to the audio later, good luck. You see about what I do.
It's so fucking bad. We had no current topic. We had. God damn! Look at that shit. Like it's so.
Oh, wait, who's talking?
Uh.
You, me, Carrie, Akmorn,
Mm-hmm.
Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, those are old names.
Yep. That's when Aquaman actually came around.
It's true.
Mhm.
Back when we were actually still okay.
Yeah, it's when we were relevant.
I like how you picked like the worst possible frame to.
Oh, I did
freeze
that
it
on
all.
purpose. I did that on
I
purpose.
figured.
I did that on purpose. Looks like boy, we that's your old house back in Canada.
That is.
Yeah. You fucking moved, you changed countries in that time. I got a green
Time
screen behind
zones.
me. And I probably shed about, I want to say 90 pounds. So, you know, good times. And
That's a lot.
that is a lot. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, let's switch back. Let's switch back. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, this is scary.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's not great. It's not. That's whew. I also don't think I was getting my beard trimmed like by an actual person then. I don't know what's going on there. But we should probably like start listening to episode.
June 6th, 2016. Episode 1 of Maelstrom Radio.
Hold on a second.
There's that audio quality.
Oh my god, how bad we were still using our headset mics. Because we didn't think we were gonna be doing
Were
that.
we?
Yes, we were. We started off with our headset mics. We did not start off with the Yetis. Because I was still doing Evercast, or I was still doing Loot
I might have
Table at
had my
that.
snowball at that point, but it might have been it was broken at that
It
point.
was broken. Yeah, we were both using. You have the same headset I used to have. We were both using the mic off that headset. Yeah, I know because my in the video you can't see it because it's not like on the picture itself, but both of our mics are down. So we were both using those fucking mics, and we were like, the sound quality's great on this thing. Fucking terrible. It's not great. Also, I want to point out,
relatively to what we used to record on, definitely great.
yeah. But real quick, I want to point out something. The nose whistle that I used to have, the background noise. I had nose whistles. It was
June
bad.
6th, 2016. Episode 1 of Maelstrom Radio.
Fucking low energy flatness. And
Oh, now there's music playing.
listen to our original version of this intro. I cackled.
Wait, what's different?
You'll hear.
Your introductory points?
Maelstrom Radio.
Oh yeah, you made it really, really deep.
It was so fucking tinny.
Northern Upper Canada, maybe? Are
Is that like North Ishgard?
No,
Yeah, oddly enough.
Technically, I'm more south.
You're
than
making
some
North
states.
Ishgard references way before North
Yeah,
Ishgard
that's
became a
it.
thing.
I was describing where my friend was. I was like, you're across the country from me, but like
So,
north and
welcome,
south.
everybody.
Oh my god.
We are people that you should listen to maybe on Mondays at 8.
We were Mondays at 8 o'clock.
My name is
That's
Flatus.
true, I did like the Monday
I
thing.
co-host a show called League Table. I co-hosted a podcast prior to that called Evercast.
Very quiet though.
I've been
Yeah, I have it turned down.
for 3 years and playing a lot of MMOs for a long time prior to that.
I want to point out that I did not. So over time, I'll say this: over the time of the show, the one thing I worked on was my voice. Like I would practice consistently my voice, and I don't know. I feel like listening back to this, I don't think I was this deep. I don't know what happened. Like I got an octave lower somehow. I don't know if I just got older or if I just hit puberty. I don't know if something happened. But I didn't have announcer voice. It wasn't like welcome to Maelstrom Radio. There wasn't
Are
any
you
of
sure
that.
it just wasn't that Mike wasn't picking up all the bass?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
The mics are very tinny. They tend to go with my treble.
It's all about that bass note trouble. Are you sure that's even Flatus? I know, right? It doesn't sound like me at all. Yeah, 2016. I know, it's fucking crazy.
I'm from a background of Warcraft, but I've played at least last time I counted it was at least 20 MMOs. And I fell in love.
It's 30 now.
Only been 2 years. You've been playing this one. How did it gain 10 MMOs?
I got 10 up on him. I don't
There
know.
hasn't even been 10 MMOs released in the last 2 years.
I fucking dipped it. No, I tried some shit I didn't play. There was some shit out there. I touched a little. The Elder Scrolls Online. See what else? They were on Steam. I tried some fucking weird shit. Well, fucking later. But still, I did play.
Don't go into the dark parts of Steam.
Mm.
With the Final Fantasy series when I was younger, and Final Fantasy 14 is near and dear to my heart. Not only is it full of nostalgia for me,
Listening
but
to some of
also
these, we
some
could
of the best
definitely
game
like
fun
sound clip
in
this.
MMO
It's
gaming
almost
that
as
I
bad
have.
as the 8 levels
So
of
I'm gonna
magic.
kick it over to Shin, and he'll tell you who he is, where he comes from, and why he's playing Final Fantasy 14.
I don't have quite the same sort of background there. I think this is probably the first podcast I've actually really been part of. I've been guests on other ones, but this is the first I've actually been a part of. My
You
MMO
know,
history
for our
probably
first
isn't quite
episode, the
20, but
levels sound
it's
pretty good though.
approaching there. I've popped around EverQuest
Go
series
me.
and a few others after that.
It got worse over time and then better, but
Yeah, I don't really have anything else off the top of my head.
started
I'm
strong.
Canada, though. Hold that against me if you will.
I love how. Wait a minute.
Real quick,
Over time, it went from hold Canada against me to now like fuck you, Canada's the best.
I mean,
Just pointing it out.
so when I got you to play this game, you came from EQ2 and you played Rift,
That was a
but
long
you
time
somehow
ago.
listened to me when I said, "Hey, you should try out this game. It's pretty good."
I'm pretty sure it was just after I'd completely burnt out of Rift, hadn't played anything for a few months, and was like, hey, I need to do extra life this year. And so I played Final Fantasy for 24 hours straight. And then I stopped again for another 8 months or so before I actually started playing it full time. Full time being less than what I used to play other things, but yeah.
That's not bad though. So
are we
right
gonna skip
now,
forward through this?
I am. I want to point something out. Can I? You and I have gotten so much better at this.
Yeah, I would really hope so after 2 years.
Fuck me. It was bad. Like I realize how bad it is. It's like, all right, let's move. Like we started out NPR and we ended up like fucking Morning Zoo. I don't know. All right, maybe
Both of those are more successful than us. So
yeah, yeah, they are. Yeah, we'll skip. I think
I
of
don't
the
even
intro.
know what one of those is,
wanted
and
to
I
take
know they're
this
both
first
more
episode
successful.
'cause preliminary patch notes.
Morning Zoo's sort of like just morning radio.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but see, that's the fun one to listen to.
Uh-huh. We got better at this somehow. I don't know how, but we did.
We have
Right
our
now,
moments.
but the official patch notes.
Official.
Oh my god, that's right. We fucking
It's
read.
this whole episode talking about who we are and why you should listen to us, but I think that we are a little more excited to talk about the patch notes more than anything else.
Yeah, I remember thinking way back when, every time that we did this, I'm like, stop reading the notes, summarize it, and then comment on it.
This
Just
was
stop reading
this
line by
was
line.
this was we were like, let's talk the fucking patch. This is why we don't talk patch notes. This, you want to know how this started? This is how that started. Because our very first episode is fucking patch notes, and it was terrible. Watch. I will skip forward.
The icons for the icon for quest unlocking new features and duties has been
Was that the
changed.
icon?
It's now it's a blue symbol. It's the normal quest thing, but it's got a blue, like a royal blue color, and it's got a plus sign in it.
Wow, it's been 2 years since they put that change in.
Fucking 2 years since they put that change in. Fucking reading these old ass fucking notes. Also, oh boy. Yeah, this is gonna be fucking hot. Like, hot action. There's nothing interesting in this episode. Our very first episode was hot trash.
It's a little more
I
noticeable.
mean, so was like,
So you-
what was
It's gonna
it?
make it a lot easier for
What was
like,
the hot
for new
trash
people or
episode?
People catching up to be like,
All of them.
where can I go get quests that will unlock things for me? I
Yeah.
remember we were
Even
in
for
chat
us, we had that one.
a few months ago with people just leveling up and saying, okay, I have all these level 50 dungeons to unlock. Where do I go?
Yeah, and it's also hard because now I have a feeling that I'm gonna run past something and be like, "Fuck, I didn't unlock something." I thought that was.
So quick
That's-
question.
that's-
Does
that's
that
true.
happen?
Yeah, that did happen. That did happen. I was like, fuck, I didn't unlock that. At the time. Now I have everything unlocked. Fuck it, I just got everything. But it was nice. That was a great quality of life. Let's talk about 2016 quality of life changes. My
I mean,
goodness.
think of all the quality of life we've had since Heavensward launched.
Let's just keep going. Let's skip
And
ahead a
that's
little.
gonna piss me off and be like, "I didn't unlock this. Damn it!"
Whenever
Yeah.
it's like favorite, our prices actually are going up.
Going up. So
Good thing we bought our house.
yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah.
well,
That's where we bought the
let us know.
house.
Let us know.
We bought the small
The
house.
Small little house, yeah.
The small house.
We,
Still on Famfred at that point.
we'll cut you a deal.
Fa-
We'll make a
The
little
Gilgamesh
shout-out
is
to that.
relatively
It's like-
new. It was
and
only
then
January.
the Aor's
Yeah.
version of House Flippers will happen. That's what's gonna happen. Well, it's be great.
Yeah, you thought that was
Um,
going to happen.
For a land that has not
We-
reached
we
its
didn't.
minimum price, it's if the current
We did, I
price is
think, move
lower
up to
than
a
the new starting
medium.
price, no adjustments will be made. If the current price is higher than the new starting price, the price
I
will be
gotta s- I-
141.
Every single one of these objectives always has a reference to pop culture. It's great.
I mean, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Oh,
Ah,
Aqua Teen Hunger
the
Force. Got it,
puns.
guys.
There you
Got
go.
it. Did it. solve
Slow
the
clap.
solve the mystery of that objective. All right. I still want to see the anime called Aqua Gleam Hunter Force.
There it is.
That does
That's
actually sound
episode 5, isn't it?
No, that is absolutely episode 1. We did that. We fucking came out the gate swinging with some bullshit.
Damn, because when I searched it up, it was episode 5.
We brought it back on episode 5 because we wanted someone to actually draw it. We're getting real big for our
Yeah.
britches early on.
I
We were
still
like,
want someone to draw that.
like how fucking crazy is that we were like, yeah, fucking Aqua Gleam Hunter Force. How terrible were we? We were fucking, god damn it, we were so bad at this. What? How? Why did you
Might I
people?
remind you that we also later invented Whole Snake?
Like I said, our quality of content expanded greatly. I mean, remember, eventually we got in this.
Get in touch with your wizard.
So
Yeah, that was like at least a couple dozen episodes in.
yeah, I remember when I found that. Like, I was so excited. I was like, Shin, look.
Yeah, I remember the day you got the soundboard. It was terrible.
It was, yeah. Oh, put it in your mouth.
Put in your mouth was added similar around the time that we started finding the dinosaurs quotes.
Mm-hmm. We had a fun day that day. Let's keep.
That's a terrible day.
Yeah, let's keep
If 10 pastime has been
see if I can get us back to where we were.
The other one that we're gonna get here is Heartbreaker Isle, which does not look.
Oh
sorry,
my
Hullbreaker
god.
Isle,
Fucking whole break all
which,
hard.
also looks really awesome from the
The
We thought-
bananas.
the 3.3 patch trailer.
We
Again,
thought that was
this
we thought that looked cool. Remember when Hullbreaker Hard looked cool?
for players.
It does
Does
look cool.
not
You gotta
look
fight a
like
monkey
the,
and throw
uh,
bananas at him.
No, that's Hullbreaker normal. Hard.
Heartbreaker Isle questline.
Wasn't that hard?
No.
Really looking forward to
Oh
what
no,
this
hard was with the
The clusterfuck
yeah.
boss.
both of the dungeons
Yeah,
are absolutely
that's the
stunning.
one.
Really excited to get into Sorokai just because it's just the full
Wow, I
range
was
of
actually
vehicles that we
excited to
had.
do something.
Screenshots from the morning. The screenshots included with the patch notes looks like it's at sunset.
Where did we break?
We've seen it at night.
Where-
There's just
where did we,
so
like,
much range within this one
Where did we like snap during our time of doing this? I don't know. I have no idea. Boy. I know Susan Sprinkle left. At some point, Susan Sprinkle left.
Yeah, I would too.
Jesus.
I
What?
I managed to get to 15 before we started, so
Oh, yeah, that's true. It is rough times out there for a pimp, I guess. Ah, boy. Paul, go get Susan Sprinkle and Soraya. Make them come listen. Ask them nicely.
zone. And it's very
Sk-
good.
Yeah, it does sound a little better.
Wait, what?
Machmir whistle. Huh. Q for solo for Containment Bay S1T7 Extreme, also known as ROT. Extreme via Duty Finder. That's a nice little for anybody that's been waiting to do it. It's a nice little way of getting in there.
think I
Players
finally
now
did that a
receive
few
the
weeks
power
ago.
of the Echo in the event of all
Sephiroth
players
Extreme?
are incapacitated during.
yeah.
Wow.
Did
Hold
Thor
on,
an
here we go
Extreme the
again.
other day?
Players will now receive the power of the Echo in the event all party members are incapacitated during the.
I like how you
following
actually have to
trials.
read out the definition of the echo.
Requirement players
Uh-huh.
incapacitated having battle.
It was in the notes. It's in there. It's in the notes. It was in the patch notes. It was there.
And honestly, just from my own experience, I have not run most of the extreme content or the raid content. I would absolutely love to, but I don't want to jump into most of the pre-made stuff because everyone knows the fight, and I'm still learning for this.
Yeah.
So this would be a great opportunity to be able to jump into some of these raids. Unfortunately, it's starting with the current set of raids.
And not the old stuff. Oh, it's
kind of requires you to have really, really decent gear.
it does.
I don't have an average item level of 215, 220, or 225 to do the current.
Remember when fucking 215, 225 was fucking current? Now we're like edging on like 400.
No, we hit 400.
Well, I'm edging on 400. I haven't hit. Are you at 400 eye level yet?
No, I think I'm at like 369 or something.
I was gonna, yeah. See,
But I
that's
mean,
fine.
like there is 400 pieces.
Oh, there is. Yeah. We're gonna fucking eventually they're gonna do a stat squish. Like, wow, watch. Mark my words.
Well, here's
Do you
the nice part.
do you want to know? We also have episode 2 on deck, but
the matching requires.
do you want to see how this episode ends? You want to see how this episode ends? Let me show you something.
Complete duty incomplete.
You see.
So much patch notes. So many. All right.
This is me regretting my decision to do patch notes for episode 1.
You're going to be able to start with full jewelry. You'll have neck, ear, wrists, rings.
Let's skip a little more ahead.
A lot. Just skip all that, guys.
We got new stuff.
Skipped all crafting.
New gear for disciples. For hand and land for available. For
Uh-huh.
from
Accurate.
Grim
Still do that today.
Grin Mox. Sweet Mercy. Grin Mox. His name is Grin Mox in Idleshire.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
So the
All the stuff to hit again.
Here.
to go back one to
There it is. That's it.
the Splendor
Wait.
Defender, it
Oh no,
looks
you're still going. Hold
in
on.
general, all of the requirements for red and blue scripts have been reduced.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
fucking.
require less scripts to get what you have, or it also looks like some red
Just keep
scripts
talking
have
about
been
these
changed to blue
scripts.
script.
I know, hot script action.
Yay.
I don't understand that because I'm not a crafter, but I'm sure that's good news. For
Still true. Still true.
Did it.
Eh.
Heads up as well. When you were talking about the new items from Grinbox.
We have 20
those
seconds
items
left.
Are actually scheduled
20 seconds.
3 days from now on Thursday.
This sounds so scripted. I know it does. It does.
Oh yeah, well, the shipment's got to get there. When
It
you
definitely
order from,
wasn't.
It takes a little.
It
while.
wasn't.
When you order from Limbs Laminza, they got to pack it on the boat, ship it up. Then they got to drop
It's
it
gotta be
off.
approved by.
So breathy. That's it. That's how it ends. It cuts off right there. That's how episode 1 ended. We didn't cut. I don't remember what the fuck happened, but it ended. It just cut off, and that's how episode 1 ended. There was no outro. You and I just fucking midway, like near the end of patches. It's just like, bleh. That's it.
We should have more shows like that.
Just fucking.
And it's-
Well, let's peek. Yeah, let's peek at fucking episode 2. So episode 1 was called Revenge of the Horde. I think that's when that tweet went out. Episode 2 is
Oh,
called
that's because the patch was called Revenge,
Revenge of the Horde. Yeah. Also, Maelstrom Radio episode 2 is called Diving Deep. So, who knows? I didn't even do an intro. Just went straight to
No,
the
you
song.
forgot a lot back then.
All right, there it is.
And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. I am Flatus, and with me, my co-host Shinter.
No jokes.
Wow, your intro
Video's working this
sucked.
time.
Yes, we got
Whatever
it.
the video is.
We did it.
No jokes. I wasn't doing jokes then. I wasn't trying to. It's rough. It's very rough. It's very rough. Listen, I will say this. As much as we fucking joke around about how terrible we are, we really did fucking up the game. Like our game, not the Final Fantasy 14 game. Like this, the quality of this went up. The quality
Yeah,
of
just the phrasing of it didn't make any sense to me.
it's okay. It's just we'll keep going.
Did the thing. Hopefully it stays working.
No,
Yeah,
It
your stuff
freeze
kept
every little
breaking.
bit, but I'll take it. I'll take.
We've got to figure out this at some point.
Yeah, we'll get it working. I'll blame Skype for that, honestly, because Skype's kind of crap.
2 years later.
Fine on my end, for both of us, so something's not happening right.
Yeah, it could be me. Who knows? Sometimes.
Our video is freezing like consistently. Like if I switched off Skype, like our videos would freeze. I remember that.
Skype.
But
How I don't care
so,
about you.
We have
Yes,
How-
things.
how was your week since the last
It was
show?
busy. Very busy. The website's back up and running for anyone who happened to check it out last week. Apparently, I need to pay attention more to it.
Yeah.
But my last week was mostly sitting through and grinding through stuff, latest patch stuff.
Same.
Uh-huh.
Our cameras froze again for what?
How? Oh my god.
Wow, we're doing great.
Turn us up a little bit because we were quiet.
Yeah, I really have a hard time hearing this.
Blaming Skype.
Apparently, it's
How did
okay.
you
We
last
play.
week?
Oh my god, the
It's
gap
okay.
of time. The gap of time
I've been
between the
sick.
response.
Which
That's always fun.
no, it's terrible. It sucks.
Oh my
It
god.
is terrible. It
Um,
sucks.
I my other show I did like maybe half of it, and my co-host carried the rest of the show on that salute table, and we did a Warcraft movie review, and I did 40 minutes about, and then I was like, my throat's killing me. I really need to get out of here. I don't know how long we'll go on tonight. I'm gonna try to keep it about an hour, maybe a little under an hour, because we do know Sony's doing their big.
Yeah, we should really be keeping it under an hour.
and
Yeah.
Do not want to
Cough,
cross
cough.
streams.
Cough.
I can't cross streams. People, and also if you see me sip water, it's because my throat.
Listen, that's when I used to not like try to drink on camera. Like I would have like a straw and I would dip my head all the time. Like I wouldn't like
It's true, yeah.
I would
remember that.
never be seen on camera like taking a sip of anything. Chili, barely able to record now. Get him.
This was back when he was young still. Give him a break.
Yeah. I was full of piss and vinegar.
One of those.
I'm mostly full of vinegar now. Whole lot of salt too. Oh boy.
Well, now you got the salt to go with it.
Yeah. Oh, like a
Those
potato
make
chip.
some nice fish and chips.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So we got some news.
I was sick though. You could tell it in my voice.
So Amazon, or I shouldn't say Amazon. Final Fantasy 14.
Are we going back with this whole 7-Eleven
So
thing?
the lovely
I skipped ahead. I
people
skipped.
over at Blue Garter. If you've not seen Order of the Blue Garter, go check them out.
Oh my god! It's when I
They-
used to
they
like.
took the Famitsu article.
We haven't talked about
interview
them
with
in a long
Yoshiki,
time.
they-
I wanna
They're
po-
gonna be at FanFest.
They are going to be at FanFest. I have not. I that's when I used to fucking slum around Blue Garter's website for fucking interviews that were translated. I'd be like, finally, we have content for our show. Like I'd take it like a little troll over and be like, shit, I got us a show today. It was fucking. Oh my god, we cared so. I want to point something out. We cared so much about playing this game and doing this show that I think. I don't know what episode it was, but when we upgraded all of our shit, but it wasn't here. But hot damn,
translated it themselves, and it's talking about everything that goes beyond patch 3.35. So everything that's going to happen after when we get Palace of the Dead, the future of Heaven's Word. going
Palace of the
forward, because
Dead.
This essentially this patch is
Back when we looked forward to content that was being released
but
and not
the end
Eureka.
of Heaven's Word.
right? And I want to point out this. We started this show back in June 1st, 2016. That was way before FanFest, and we did so many episodes before we took like a weird hiatus. I want to say it was like right.
It's about 2 months, but
It
it
was
was
like
right
a-
up to and before and around FanFest.
Yeah, and then
We came
FanFest is
back after.
FanFest kind of reignited our love for the game. I don't know if it was the community or the fucking trailer. Something happened, and we came back fucking swinging. But man, these early shows.
And if you had completed the patch content, you would understand how it's the end of the Dragon Song War.
So
It was pretty climactic. I'm sorry, I really enjoyed the content. I can't wait till next week.
I'm excited. So
Uh-huh.
see, I probably closed the thing with the article, and it's
Uh-huh.
in the chat somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Dead air. Love that fucking dead air. Oh my god.
I mean, we still have
So
dead
I
air.
guess some of the
You just
stuff
cut
it
that,
out sometimes.
We
started
cut it out
on
all the time now. But
discussing
Well, on the
what's
audio
next for
portion,
patch
but not on the
3.35.
Twitch or the YouTube.
I
videos.
still yeah, but we've gotten better. Like I said, we've gotten better at this. So we try to keep our dead air almost to a minimum. There's
True.
been I mean, if we have dead air, it's only because like one of us fucked up, mostly me. And but even then, I still try to fill. I
Or
still,
because I'm judging you.
yeah, it's true.
Silently.
Silently judging me, which is now just a running gag on this point. Let's skip it.
They're kind of anymore at that point.
Gotcha.
But our personal progress would still continue going up. I
Understand.
don't know. It seems
Uh
kind
huh.
of
A little bit, but I'm down. So it's individual and group, and then we only get one group at a time.
That's
That
House of the
makes
Dead.
sense.
We were wrong about that.
We were wrong
Which
about
wise,
that.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, we were right about that.
no, it helps too. So like, you can't be like, I'm gonna go in group with every single person on the server here and slowly just kind of work my way up through everything.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Not the case. Wrong about that. Dead air.
Once you complete the Deepest Floor of Floor 50, what happens for future play? The shining weapons that you've seen in trailers can
Uh-huh.
be used outside once they have reached a certain level. So even after you get to the 15th floor, you'll want to continue to participate in order to
I sound like I'm reading this to myself.
You might be.
You're right. I might have been. I was sick though, so I'm gonna give young Flatus a break. No, the me here is fucking wanting to punch me.
Train your weapon. How often? wait a minute.
Work it out.
How to train your weapon.
So my weapon levels. Not only do I level, but my weapon level. I want that.
Your eye level doesn't play into anything here.
No, it doesn't. I want that light weapon though.
Oh, how naive I was. It was a great weapon though. It was a filler weapon, so help me out. I got the new filler weapon, so it's okay. I know how to play this game now. I know how to fucking do shit.
I want it bad. Like it looks great.
I'm gonna skip ahead.
That makes sense.
If you go in as a ninja, you get a ninja weapon.
Uh-huh.
You go in as a ninja, you can't get a fancy scholar book.
Nope. But you can though.
Fancy scholar books. Books are for nerds.
Books are for nerds.
And that's why you don't get heals.
Scholars. That's probably right. Scholars.
That's also true. I still don't get heals.
Hey, don't diss Elfie.
It's true.
2 years, still no healer, still no DPS.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't even wear that.
I gotta. Whoa.
Carries that book.
Roboted right the fuck out. No, I got a level 60 summoner. Got a cool top hat and everything.
They ask him. Well, it's still good, but it will have a variety of purposes. By the way.
Oh my god.
For reference, we ran Void Arc, I think, for the first time last week.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're really back on content.
We are. We're backed up. I got busy.
But slowly we're catching up.
Yeah, didn't take them long. We are getting there.
Can I point something out that I noticed? As much as we say we stopped doing this sort of content, I am so happy we did. Not that we weren't good, but
I mean,
I'm happy we stopped doing this because I think our passion was better placed into the community and us doing and talking about things within the community itself and discussing other parts of it and having people on and interviewing them. I think we never came into our own until I want to say post 30?
102?
102 is when we're fucking. Oh Jesus. Man. But I'm glad Aqua Gleam Hunter Force anime started in episode 1. So bright beginnings.
But we have a house with crafting tables.
I wanna. Oh god, crafting tables. Oh, that's right. We took.
Inside joke. That's such a deep inside joke.
I don't remember what the fucking inside joke is.
What, crafting tables?
Yeah. Did we have an inside joke about crafting? Fuck me. We probably had some weird inside joke about crafting tables. You and I, and we probably thought it was fucking stupid,
I really
hilarious.
don't remember.
I don't remember either. God,
I don't remember
old.
ever having a joke about crafting tables because I hate crafting.
I know. That's probably what the joke was. It was like, makes me a better woodsmith. I wrote. By the way, woodsmith was in one of our episodes because I couldn't think of the word carpenter.
Of course it was.
I couldn't remember the word.
Woodsmith.
I couldn't remember the word carpenter.
There is no carpenter class. It's only a woodsmith.
It's only a woodsmith. I'm the best woodsmith there is.
The only woodsmith as well.
Real quick pro tip: if you join an FC, everyone says hi to you in chat, and the first thing you say is not hi, and hey, do we have a house? Like not even hey, it's do we have a house? Not there's no hey in front of that. Just do we have a house? And you say yes. Do we have tables? And they don't respond.
Yes, that's what it was. I remember. Alright, so we were on Famfrit and somebody joined our FC. They didn't say hi or anything. What they exactly said was, do we have a house? Yes. Do we have crafting tables? And that shit was fucking hilarious because I think that person like lasted a day and then like They were out. This was when we were on Fanfrit. They were out
Like
of the
a lot
FC.
of people on our FC in that time.
Yeah, and they were out, and shit just fucking disappeared. They were out at that time, and like I think the most hilarious thing is that like the whole other time it's like, hey, you got crafting. Like I think Shin and I always went back and forth to each other, be like, hey, you got crafting tables? You got crafting tables? I want to point out that we at Domina de Umbra have crafting tables. So yes, we have a house. Yes, we have crafting tables.
Off of that, just know that person's probably in your FC for the wrong reasons.
I was salty back then too.
Still not the
Some things don't
interaction
change.
we've had in the FC, but
No,
Always Assault Primal.
it's been my favorite so far. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
General game direction is this
Uh-huh.
part, and it's probably the last part of the and that'll carry us.
let's
for the rest
see.
of the show.
I'm interested to see what he answered with the general game direction. I don't know what you're looking at over there, but it's fascinating me that you're looking that way. I know you have another monitor. But
Thunderstorms.
are there thunderstorms here too?
In LA.
Oh, sure, that's different. Yeah, there's thunderstorms here as well, but there's also a hurricane kind of passing through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
But I mean, there's actually legitimate lightning outside. It's kind of cool.
Oh, okay. You're way
But
more
one thing I miss from moving back from Ontario.
thunderstorms. I know. I love a good rain. I love a good rainfall.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's nice.
Which, surprisingly, LA doesn't get any.
It's dry there.
Yeah, Southern California is pretty, yeah.
Pretty dry. Also full of kale.
Yeah, I'm not so happy about that part. I would take baby spinach over kale any day.
General
What-
game direction, and that this will most likely be
Let's see. Let's see what Yoshi P
where
had to
the
say about.
game's heading.
Let's see where the game's heading.
With the Palace of Dead Deep Dungeon, you'll be implementing
Mhm.
some new challenging content into Heavensward. Can you
Mhm.
tell us about the history and general concepts that led you to decide to implement this? For enduring MMOs, and I think this is really important, and I think this is why I like Yoshida so much, and why I believe in this game a lot. Like
I believed in the game at some point.
Yes, but you believe in the heart of the cards.
Yes.
I've talked about a lot of MMOs.
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of other shows I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So for enduring MMOs and the current generation of MMORPGs, the main gameplay happens at the level cap.
Yep.
For that, for the most part, everyone is playing at the level cap.
Yep.
However, when some players, real life friends, join the game and begin as new players outside of the level sync dungeons, they can't really play together, which is one of the most important elements. We felt that we needed to address the need to have more ways for that players like this can play together. Additionally, there are players who want to play casually without doing much preparation for content, and still
Mhm.
others who have trouble with matchmaking for certain roles. As we
Yep.
came to the patch series towards the expansion, we discussed trying something new to address.
So essentially, this is where his direction was going: is that he wanted to find ways to help people play with each other without a level disparaging number. That way, everyone can just hang out and party.
Like Eureka train parties.
Yeah.
Except there's a level disparage there too.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not in the proper level, you're screwed.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting how his thought process has not changed much. Like you'd think over time, like that's something I think now you and I would discuss that before we didn't, because we were still like hopeful, I guess. But like the content, right? Like something I often say about Warcraft. Not that we're here to talk about like, you know, just we are talking about the past and stuff like that, but it's interesting to hear some of this old stuff and realize that they never expanded too much on their content, like what they deliver. A dungeon is still a dungeon, raid is still a raid, and the Palace of the Dead series or the Deep Dungeon series is still the Deep Dungeon series. Now, like they added the Magicite, which is neat, but it's still the Deep Dungeon. It's still the same thing. It's not.
It's just a iteration on an existing concept.
Yeah, it's interesting because someone there was a Bellular Gaming who does a lot of WoW content on YouTube, talked about this with Warcraft, specifically with BFA, about how the concept of some things of like that happen in Legion is exactly just the same shit in for like World Quest, for example, or the same, like it's just World Quest again. There's nothing new about it. There's not like, hey, we took that idea and expanded upon it. It's interesting that that's something I'd like to see change, I think, in this game, and it's entirely possible if Yoshi P is willing to say, you know, it'd be cool if we did Deep Dungeon again, but we did it this way. And we've always said, like, add puzzles, add stuff like that to the Deep Dungeon, where there's like these extra, like, remember I believe them saying like, oh, we'll add specific and I remember because we've done the show for 2 years, like I completely remember him saying they would eventually add like unique like well, they added unique floors, but they never added unique events, like everybody split up and like light a lantern or something. I'm like referencing 11, I know, with that, but still, like, there's not like an extra like thing. It's just it's still like find the quickest path, get to the next level, keep going, keep going, keep going. There's a lot of potential.
Some of that stuff is also kind of more difficult to implement as well, depending on how they've done it. So it could just be a time and resources thing.
Maybe, but I mean they've done it before. They can look at 11 and be like, how do they do this?
Yeah, but 11 is definitely a different engine than 14.
It is. It was an open world MMO. We should play 11 one day. Regret our decisions.
No.
All right, I'm gonna see how the show ended. I just want to see how that episode ended.
All right,
Just wait till you get to 3.3 ending.
I can't wait.
Uh-huh.
All right, we got 3 minutes before Sony starts their E3 press conference.
Yep, conference. Conference.
And I know that some of us, including
that's the year they announced the Switch, right? Like I think we were watching the E3 shit together. That's the same year.
Was that at E3 or was that a separate event?
No, that was the E3 conference. That was it. Well, wait, was it the Sony, like the Sony? No, you're right. I think that was like when Sony still did their like Sony like press, like mid-summer like press thing.
Yeah, it was a different, like, that was the E3 one, but the Switch one was later because I remember we were talking to Cody, and Cody was definitely after.
Like we were, and we streamed the Switch thing live because I remember, because like the fucking running gag was this.
Yeah, I was preparing it.
Fucking Christ. Oh my god. All right, let's see.
So I will leave you with this. I do live in Florida, and tragedy did strike over the weekend.
Ooh.
Not once but twice.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I'm not going to talk about gun laws or religions or anything like that, but
yeah,
life is precious and you get only one. So hug, kiss, and let whoever, parents, siblings, friends, let them know how much you care about them, because you may not get to see them every day. So spread love through your life and through gaming, and all have a good night. Shin, do you have anything to go out on?
Nothing else after that.
All right.
Thank
Still
you
don't
all
have things to say at
for
the end.
joining us for the second episode of Maelstrom Radio. Next week we get our third host, Curry. He will be joining us, and we will see you all next week. Thank you, and peace out.
And that was it. We still had no outro at that point, and I didn't pull an episode with Carrie, but Carrie does exist. He did exist. He was there. He was the thing.
Doubt.
Carrie was there. Remember when we did a whole lore episode on like the Warrior of Light and shit?
I do.
I could have ripped that. I should have ripped my rant.
I think Bahamut is more of a host than Carrie is at this point.
I love how you said Bahamut.
I know, because Dave has been on this show a million times, but Bahamut's been on it significantly less.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I
Dave
just
has arguably been on as many episodes as I have, almost. Not quite, but
Mm-mm. You've been on
he
more.
had a good like 20 or 30, I think.
Let's see. Let's catch up a chat real quick. So many people on this Discord come join us and the FC. Puzzle like world puzzle. That's what I wanted. Paul Metal's saying. I like that shit would keep me in this game. I don't want FF14 to become FF11. It needs to make its own shit. Come on, Flattest. Come on, Flattest time. I like the lore episode. I liked the lore episode. You may be the only person that liked that lore episode.
It was a fun episode.
It wasn't bad. I flipped out.
Was that the rant episode?
That was the rant episode.
Good rant.
That was a great rant. That was a solid rant. As rants go.
Yeah. Chili and Paul are both more of a host than Carrie is.
Oh. Carrie's a good guy. We're not trying to shit on Carrie, by the way. Not trying to shit on him. Carrie did put a lot of work into like the episodes he was here. Like he wrote that whole lore episode. Like that was honestly, he did write that. He wrote that whole thing. It's just that there was his job and stuff gotten away from him being like a full-time third host for us. I don't know. I don't know if we'd ever have Carrie back in the I think post 100 we probably could, because he's doing stuff now, so he probably could come back because he's doing his own thing. Have you seen him? He's doing pretty good. Doing pretty good over there on Twitch.
I have not.
He's doing pretty good. He's got a good shit going on over there. Yeah, that was we were bad at this. I'm not sure if we got any better. The quality got better. I'm not sure if we got better. So
Yeah.
questionable, if anything. It's questionable. I will say that I drink on camera now. I will say this. I think in the 2 years we've been doing this, we've greatly improved the quality, but I think we also greatly improved how we did the show. I think me snapping one day and saying fuck patch notes, and rather you call it a nosedive or a psychopathic moment, or most geniuses are considered psychopaths. I mean, that I decided that this needed to fucking make a hard left, and we took that hard left, and I think we were better for it, honestly. And I think the future of MR is pretty bright. I don't think it's not going to be this. It's kind of like
the short-term future of MR is pretty dark.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, we're going to be dead after like 100 Fan Fest Extra Life.
Mm-hmm. And quite sooner than possible. You did get a lot better. Thank you, Paul. and Chili. Thank you. I like how the two people that have been on the show simply got better. I like how Susan Sprinkle left again. Paul, we did not get better enough for Susan. Susan left again, so I don't know how great we got, but she left. So I mean, Paul, you didn't do your job. She didn't stay. Paul, do better. No, honestly, the future of MR is really bright. Dylan's really excited about it. I'm excited about. Shin's fucking excited about it. I'm proud to say that we never rested on just one thing doing the show. I don't think we were ever scared of saying fuck it, we'll change it, especially on the fly. Like I don't think we've there's been this before Dylan got here. Most of it was just kind of like by the seat of our pants, and Shin kind of just said okay and trusted me to do that stuff sometimes. And there's been times where he said, maybe let's not implement it that way. But there's been times where he's trusted me with like the content of this show. And I think getting to do things like interview Too Mellow and interview amazing people in this community, both in RP and magazines and other content creators, our show greatly became something that fit something that the other content creators that also do great content never did. Everybody wants to discuss the game, and I think Shin and I wanted to discuss what the people were doing in the game, and that's far more interesting, I think, to both of us. And with that said, the future of MR is a lot of that. We're not trying to tip the entire hat, but know that there's plenty of other games out there, plenty of other communities, and a lot of people doing a lot of cool shit out there, and we would like to talk to them. And just bear with us for a while. And this past week, as if you listen to LBR, I was on LBR talking to them, and I'm going to apologize to two of my FC mates because I said something that was taking it upset them, and I can understand why it upset them. So I want to apologize. I'm not going to say names, but just know I'm sorry for what I said. I know I've been the type of person to apologize on this show before, but that apology, that other apology, that's where we got the hashtag Flatus did nothing wrong. This one, Flatus did something wrong. So note when I say this that I do extremely care about my FC and the people in it. And if you ask me why I play this game, you know, when I was asked the question, do you feel that you need to pay to still pay to give money to Final Fantasy 14, or do you feel like you still need to subscribe? My answer was yes, because I run the FC. And when you're on LBR, you don't really get a chance to explain yourself. They kind of move quick, or you're battling 5 hosts who are very dominant, and they're like Kalos, like launching questions at me. So I would like to take a quick second to explain myself. Yes, I feel obligated to Maelstrom Radio and my FC and everybody in it, because I care about everybody in that FC. I care about the content that we run. I care about the fact that everybody's having fun, and I care about everybody's well-being. We just did a show with Mooga around about mental health and the FC and how it's helped Paul. So I understand the complete definition of wants, you know, haves and wants. I don't have to do anything. But I want to make sure that my FC is entirely happy. So I have to make sure that I'm subbed, because I do care about you all. I don't have to do it. I choose to do it. And I think you're all amazing. And I am very lucky to be an FC leader of an amazing FC. That did not, you know, most of you followed me from Famfrit, thought I was a crazy person for doing so. But it was better off for all of us. We've met amazing people. We have a static now. We did some fucking just fun runs just to test it out, make sure people can do it, and see if I cracked off the rust on my raid calling abilities and reading out things. Also, I gotta really get better at TLDRs on fucking. Although Thoradin's got 9 phases. Who the fuck? You can't TLDR Thoradin. That's you can't. There's a lot of shit going on in that fight. That's a fun fight, by the way. The extreme.
You can TLDR 9 phases.
No, there's a lot of shit going on in those 9 phases. There's a lot of shit.
Up your raid game,
motherfucker. You're not there.
No.
That's on me now. So
that's why I said up your raid game.
Motherfucker. So to those two, my 2 officers, I apologize. Know that I do care about you all, and I care about your feelings, and I do care about this FC. My opinions on the game do not reflect my opinions of my FC. I want to make that very clear. Like I have a lot of issues with the game itself, but that does not mean I have issues with everybody that's in my FC, the things you want to do, and the community that you're building around it. So if you want to hear, so speaking of that, if you want to join my FC, you should come to Greg, because everybody has fun there. I'm collecting content creators. If you want to hang out with Avi and Pete from She Hills, come to Gilgamesh. You want to hang out and look around? Come to Gilgamesh. Who else do we got? Us. Yeah, us. You got us.
Technically, Musecast is on our server.
Musecast is on our server. You can come there. You can say hi to Emmy. Scoop toot.
One third of PDR is on our server.
1/3 of it. Yep. We got Vivi. Vivi's got a character on Greg. What's going on here? A lot of people. What I'm saying is go join Greg. Join Greg. Get with us. Talk shit. Everybody makes fun of me anyway. Yeah, that's all I got. Next week, I'm not gonna still not cracking. I'm not gonna really, I came on right now. See, look, I can come on right now. See, look, Vivi's gonna log in right now. I'm not on right now, but you can do that. Do that. So I want to leave you with this. Next week, things are not going to be the same after next week. So be
Things
here.
are not going to be the same next week.
It's true. I
We're
gave
in
us
the darkest timeline.
I gave a special hint out on She Heals I Tank. Next week's episode is called Kill Maelstrom Radio. Next week.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. Next week's episode is called Kill Maelstrom Radio.
You didn't tell me that I wasn't gonna die.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's not end times. Something.
Dark side?
Something has changed. Did you know by any chance that since episode 99, this very episode right here, that you've been talking to two Asians wearing the clothes and skins of your two favorite hosts? Did you know that next week, the spirits of your two hosts will be in hell and then you, the audience, control their fates? After episode 100, nothing will be the same. Maelstrom Radio ends next week. Zodiark lives. Asians rule. Fuck you, Maelstrom Radio. Something 930 something maelstromradio.com something show at Maelstrom Radio. Next week this shit ends.
Maelstrom Radio is a production of MaelstromRadio.com, Blackfire Media Productions. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. Opening theme provided by Benjamin Anthony James. You can find more of their music over at SoundCloud.com/Ben773. Our outro is provided by Sodo. You can find more of their music over at SoundCloud.com/Sodo. Views and opinions expressed on this episode are those of Maelstrom Radio and their host, and do not reflect the views and opinions of Square Enix. And until C swallows all, keep listening.